Good morning, people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be. Welcome to Morning Coffee in the Patriots Lab. And I have with me my brother from another mother. Y'all know him as Mr. Steve Spurgeon, CEO and founder of USA Superheroes Incorporated, all the way from Omaha, Nebraska. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
brother Steve. How
Good
are you?
morning, Ray. I'm doing great. Thank you. Just
Introduce
that.
yourself to the people. Let them know where you're at and what you're doing, sir.
Well, again, I'm Steve Spurgeon. I'm the founder of USA Superheroes Incorporated out of Omaha. I'm also a songwriter and a singer. And really, the USA Superheroes came from a song I wrote called Wake Up in the USA, where I have been trying since the day after 9/11 to figure out a way to use that song to unite America, to find what we have in common, so we can look beyond the superficial things that divide us and look at those core humanitarian things uh, that unite us. So over the years, I have been since 2020. I've been visiting for our first responders. You know, we all have first responders and military personnel in our family, friends, neighbors who sacrifice themselves for the freedoms we have in America and to keep our community safe. And so I've been out honoring them as the real USA superheroes in America since 2020 in an effort to address the mental health crisis in their community, but also in an effort to uniting America around a cause so that we all start to recognize them as superheroes. But after coming down here to do some music for the hurricane uh, victims, the people who have been affected by it, and seeing the uh, how I describe it, seeing the destruction of biblical proportion, I thought to myself, if every first responder in the state of Tennessee showed up down here, that's not enough. The bottom line is, you don't have to have a badge or a certification to be a superhero. You just have to be a
Right.
person who has a willing heart and will sacrifice yourself for people in their greatest time of need. So we here at USA Superheroes, we are established a base here down here. I'm on the river here with one of the survivors who's also coordinating search and rescue. We're getting equipment in here to get stuff out of here, but we're kind of become a hub in helping these people get what they need, so we can get ready for not just for the recovery next spring, but most importantly, you know, the winter time is coming, and there are over 100 families without a home, either sleeping in tents by the river. Uh, Here I am at this campsite here right now. Clayton, he slept in this tent right here for 2 weeks until someone donated that camper. So he's sleeping in that camper now, and when he has crews come in, they are sleeping in there with him. I get a chance to sleep there right now because the next crew hadn't come in, but I'm still sleeping right over there in my truck. But you know, we do what we have to do. We know people need help here, so we want to be here for them. In Omaha, there's a program called Cars for Kids, and that program uh, encourages people to donate their used cars and trucks, whether they're running or not, and they take the funds raised from that, and what they do is they help kids who dropped out of high school get their GED and continue their education. Well, at USA Superheroes, we're starting a program called Campers for Families because we have to get some shelter on these people before it gets too cold. Electricity is not going to be back in some of these areas in the mountains till after next year. So if you have a camper or an RV that you would like to donate to USA Superheroes, not only will you be providing shelter for a family in need, but hey, you get a tax write off for your taxes coming up this year. So if anybody has anything like that available, please get a hold of me at steve at usasuperheroes.org. If you would like to make a donation, we'll go to the website usasuperheroes.org and donate. But we need boots on the ground. We need boots on the ground. So if you want to come out here and help out for the weekend, take a couple of days and just see what's going on out here. And I'm telling you, if you come out here and you see it and you put some boots on the ground, not only will you never be the same again, but you will do exactly what we need right now in America more than anything. You will be a part of helping build back faith in humanity. We were never meant to have faith in government. We need to have faith in each other. And this is the best way I've ever seen in my 60 years of living to have an opportunity to do this. So I'm committed. USA Superheroes is committed. I hope you're committed too. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't talk too long, Ray.
No, no, not at all, not at all. It's you know, it's a great feeling, man, when you and I take personal pride in it. I have to say I'm biased, but when you
Bro,
put
I
out,
wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here, Ray, if you hadn't invited me. I'm telling you,
well,
it was
and that's
because
the
of your.
thing, man. I specifically chose the people that I chose for the calling, and for you to heed the calling, and not just come down here and provide these people, my people, your people, with with just songs of patriotism, but to actually make a life altering decision to actually become boots on the ground. I mean, you come to the house dirty and after a long 8, 9, 10 hour day with the boys down there, and it's just awesome to see, man. And like you say, if only for a weekend, everything can help. Everything can help. Um, what would you say has been through through all of the devastation and all of the sadness? Can you point out what would be one of your top bright moments, bright spots? What incident can you recall that just brought you a glimpse of happiness, hope, not just for you but for the people down there with the smiles on their faces?
Well, I'll tell you that the overall kindness and hospitality of this people is a shining light that just kind of glows all the time. Uh, the people in the hills have had a reputation from the people in the city as people you don't really want to deal with. And I'm fine. Well, I have known for many years, but it is confirmed again by being up here. If people are telling you that you probably shouldn't deal with certain people that you don't know anything about, those are probably the exact people you should probably be dealing with.
Amen.
So I have met people that have become as close as any family member I've ever had just in the last 2 weeks. So family is how I would describe this place, and our family members need help. They need help bad. So let's help them.
All right, all right. Well, um, it's a long journey down there. I was riding down past where you were yesterday and had the opportunity of actually seeing FEMA. Did you see them? Because if you did,
No,
I'm sure you would have had a conversation.
no, I didn't see FEMA.
Oh,
I heard
and,
it.
and you know what's funny, Steve? And I don't care how people take this, but it's funny how they put six urban black people in an environment where it's primarily white, and
I didn't see
they're
him.
they're they're right over there. You know where the gas station is, where we
Yep,
were? If you take that left and go down to Fender Farms,
yep.
they're right out there. So yesterday, me and my son, we were on our way to your community meeting. And we'll get into that if you were able to attend. Uh, but they were on the right side of the road, so I had my son turn around, and yeah, it was six of them black, and I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? And we start talking. So I asked them how long they were out there. They say about 2, 3 weeks. I said, let's start this again. Let's start this over. I said because I've been boots on the ground for about 2, 3 weeks. I said, and I got people that are down there, boots on the ground. I said, did you go to that bar that is ground zero where all them waters and yeah, we've been there. I said, did you talk to the owners, Dave and Stay? Oh yeah, we talked to them. I said so. I said so. You talked to Tabitha too, the woman that fed tens of thousands of meals. Oh yeah, we talked to her. We talked. I said, listen, you're lying. You're lying.
There
I
you go,
said, have
Tabitha.
y'all been up to check on the people that are in the hills that have yet to come down for the past month? I said, have y'all been up there to check on their well-beings to make sure that their health condition is good? They got food. I said, there's a young man, 17 years old, that journeys up into them hills daily to make sure them people are provided food. Oh, well, we don't do that and we don't do this. I'm like, then what do you do? Well, we round up people and we get them to sign up for, I said, get them to sign up for programs that they are denied for at the end of the day. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, can y'all literally come down here and take care of all of these people down here? Oh yeah, we can. We can. I said, then this is what I need. I said, I can go out here and get a couple of acres of land. I need y'all to get one of those military tents down here, like y'all did for those illegal migrants up in New York City. Oh, well, we don't go and we don't do that. I said, well, can you at least pass it up the chain of command that there are people that are still yet to be tended to as FEMA? And I said, I'd have been more satisfied with y'all if you'd have been like, well, where are these people at? And how can we get there? And this and that. I said,
Exactly.
the only thing you're concerned about is, oh, they need to
Hey,
sign up. They need to sign up, sign up, sign up. I said, listen, y'all are supposed to go to those people. Them people can't come down here and get to y'all. I said, and wouldn't it have been easier if y'all would have been here for the first 11 days where all the people actually were that were going to need help? I said, because they were coming in by the droves. I said, so don't sit here and tell me y'all were here. Well, we were in the back. We were back there behind the building. Well, what good is that
my
doing the
ass,
people?
I'm sorry, I cussed. I was behind the building, sleeping in my truck. I didn't see them.
So, don't come down here with your lies when hey, they
That's so sad, man. That
but
just
they're
tells you
there,
there's an
Steve.
agenda.
So if you decide you want to
No,
take a nice
no,
afternoon stroll, they're right there by Fender Farms where you went
nope,
down and did the interviews with the Red
nope,
Cross
nope. I ain't
people
got.
and didn't see them.
Well,
I'll be I'll
if
be
they
more than
cross,
happy.
no, if that cross their path, but I'm not looking for them. People need help here. I'm gonna focus on them
Oh,
because
that's why we love you.
because I mean, why? It just no, it just takes my focus off, man. We know they're lying. I was sleeping in my truck behind the doggone building. They said that they were hanging out behind, and trust me, with me as the only black person around here actually working, doing
That's what I
anything,
told them.
and you as the only black person around here up there helping out because you live in the community.
We
If
would have seen
six,
them.
if six black people showed up around there, holy smokes, man! The whole people would have asked us, "Hey, do you know those guys? Do you know those guys?"
Yes.
So no, there were no other people. That was a bold-faced lie.
I mean, they're sitting out there. One girl's got her laptop, and they're
Did
they're
you?
just standing, and ain't
You
nobody there. I'm like, y'all expect these white folk,
see?
these
No,
country white folk, to come up and approach six black people, and they were
you should.
young.
You should have said. You should have said. Was Benji there? Did you see Benji? And he said, yeah. And did you see Tabitha? And did you see Sally? And tell all these names that don't exist
No,
because
bro, we
there's a,
going
there's
down,
ta-
bro. They already told me they talked to Dave and Stacy, the owners of the bar. They told me they talked to Tabitha, the woman that fed the thousands of people. I went through my phone and I showed them the picture. I'm like, you talk to these people, and they like, yup. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get Tabitha. I'm gonna be like, Tabitha, did FEMA talk to you about how you were feeding these people? Because they said they did. They said they did.
no,
And it ain't
no,
no damn
no.
allegedly.
It doesn't matter whether they talk to somebody or not. If six black people showed up in this area, it would make the news around here.
Hold on. Good morning, David Navarre. Good morning, Don R. Cordell. Good morning, Brian Coggins. What's up, brother Brian? Who else we got? What's up, Mama Mona? How are you this morning? Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, X, into the lab this morning for morning coffee. Good morning, Patricia Barr. Good morning, Kimberly. Steve has everybody up this morning. I don't know what you're doing, YouTube, because I'm not over there on the comments, but I love the plays so far. Keep it coming. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so you can get them instant notifications. Don says FEMA could ring in some campers, could bring in some campers in Columbia, Maryland, or Selma, Alabama during Katrina. I hauled some campers from both. Good morning, Randall Rose. Good morning, Z Man. You're doing phenomenal work. Keep it up. We need more like you. Appreciate the love. You as likewise. And anybody that wants to know where your family tree begins and maybe ends, y'all make sure y'all look up Randy the Genealogist Rose on Facebook, uh, YouTube, and I believe he's on TikTok now also. But we're here live this morning. I got the pleasure of having Steve Spurgeon with me, CEO and founder of USA Superheroes Incorporated. He is not at Ground Zero, but he is down there. I believe he's down there with Josh Clayton and the crew.
No,
Where did they
it's,
come from?
well, there's no crew here today. He's expecting a new crew to come in, so crews rotate in, and so I'm not sure who's coming. We had a guy. In fact, there's a guy here today who brought one of those ginormous, big old tractor crane things. I'm gonna learn the name, but I'm gonna get to actually learn how to operate some of these
You
pieces of
got enough
equipment.
space. That's how I.
So,
That's how I learned. You
but
got enough space. You can't tear nothing up out there.
because if you go down the road there a little bit, let's see if I can't get my little
Are
camera
you
on
by the
there.
creek?
I'm right here by the creek. There you
The
go.
no,
There's
ain't no creek. That's the Nola Chucky.
oh well. So there is Clayton's house is down there, and
Right,
everything is smashed. So he just basically came up the river here and put his the campsite. So right now our campsite is starting to now all these tents right here, these are just
right.
tents that he put up. That's my little tent, his two tents he's been living in. But someone donated him that camper, so now he has a warm place to live. I
Okay.
once my camper comes in, yeah, I'm gonna put it on the other side, and we're gonna build. I mean, this is gonna be the spot that all the people who are coming in will be able to congregate. That are helping, that are doing the search and rescue, the whole 9 yards. But the thing is, that I mean, now check this out, man. Check this out. Yesterday or last
Right.
night, I'm by the fire with these guys playing guitar, and all of a sudden, him he stops. You smell that? You smell that? I can't tell which direction it's coming from. And the ladies with me goes, yeah, I smell it. Uh-huh, yeah. And then they said, no, okay, it's gone, it's gone. Dude, there's so many dead bodies laying around here that people that are missing still, they recognize the smell of bodies when it hits them. So there's so much that we need cadaver dogs. If I mean cadaver dogs, come help find some bodies. We need heavy equipment. Come help dig up. We help to dig up some of the cars and some of the heavy equipment that's buried. Cars have they're full of mud. There's it's we need all boots on the ground because only thing FEMA or any government official is going to do besides regulate the heck out of it is they're going to use the money to pay people to do it. Well, if we're a family here in America and our if our family is really at the dire straits, why can't we instead of using that 5 grand going on vacation, come back with a T-shirt, spend a grand or a couple grand or even a couple $100, no matter how, depending how close you are, and come down here and help some people for a minute. I mean, it will literally save their lives, and I promise you, it'll change yours.
It will. It will. I am sitting here trying to. I can't do it. Trying to do something here, and it won't let me. I just hate when I'm up early in the morning. Okay, we got it. Uh, hey Jerry, I see you back. I see you back there or out there, whatever you consider. You're more than welcome to come on up to the panel. I know you're probably out on a construction site also down in Florida area. How are things down in Florida in your neck of the woods? Uh, with the hurricane situation, you see what Steve is dealing with up here in Tennessee. I sent you the link. It's in Messenger. You're more than welcome to come on board, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the love. But how long do you plan on being in my area, Steve? Steve has taken over the brother role in my area. But I was laying in bed this morning and I'm like, Patriots Lab, you might not be able to be there, boots on the ground like you want to be, but you can connect to everybody that's there. That's the wonderful thing about technology when it's used for good. And Steve was gracious enough, and hopefully I can get some more of the men that are going to be working in that area um, soon and get some stories. But if y'all look at it, where he is right there is reminiscences of the mighty Nola Chucky, and it looked like it
I
probably
almost
made
fell.
its own path. Now, is that a new waterway that it's made itself, or is
Well,
that the main one?
I think that's the main one. I just think if you look at the, because again, I'm not from up here, but you see where the trees have gone all the way up. So the water was all the way up, even higher than that right there. So
Right.
I think, oh no, it has, because if you look over here, that was the edge of the water where all these rocks are.
Mm-hmm.
The water went up to that, up where
Hey,
the tents
Jerry,
are
I
over there.
sent you a link in Messenger on Facebook if you want to come up for a minute. It's a link in
So
Facebook, the StreamYard.
and a lot of these rocks
Uh-huh.
were washed in by the power of the water that was taken. So these rocks here, most of these rocks weren't here.
Right.
So it was that wide from there all the way over to there. But it was, I guess it was supposed to be not too deep. You know, you could almost walk across it.
Wow.
But it rose up 50 feet, man. 50 feet, God, 50 feet. What is that?
And I've never been down that far to that place, but I will surely make my way down there. Don R.
Yeah,
Caldwell says, Steve Spurgeon, God bless what you are doing, brother.
thanks, Don.
Good morning, Dan
Thanks.
Wells. We are live on location uh, over at the Mighty Nola Chucky, which it's very calm right now. But as Steve was saying just a few short weeks ago, that that calm water that you see right now was raging between 25 and 50 feet high,
Mm.
towering over roofs of houses as they washed away down the Mighty Nola Chucky. So Steve,
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you have the answer to this. Has um I've been hearing stories um that there are families that are literally going to be going into the winter. Um okay. We lost Steve. Let's see. We might get him back. We'll see what's happening with that. Um sometimes okay, we got him back.
There you go.
I was I was like, man, are they messing with me because we're bringing the actual and factual? Good morning, Mama D. Steve Spurgeon down at the Nola Chucky this morning. As I was saying, I was hearing stories that literally there will be families that will be going into the winter season um living in tents.
Yes, for sure. No electric and houses up in the mountains, North Carolina, no electricity until after the first of the year at least. I mean, we're back to cowboy days for a lot of these people, man. And so we're taking wood up into the mountains. We're making sure that they have, if we can get some generators, and we need generators donated, we still need some chainsaws to cut through some of the roads and all that stuff. Cut trees off some of the roads. Just can't find a chainsaw anywhere around here. So if you got a chainsaw, you want to donate it, go buy a chainsaw, donate it to USA Superheroes, write it off on your taxes, send it on down here.
Do y'all hear that? You'll get your money back, and it's for a good cause. If you can afford to come out of pocket now, It's for a great cause.
And this one I'm gonna say about that. Bottom line, especially for you people who write a check to the government for taxes every year, you know you're going to write a check. Why not write a check right now and put it towards this cause, and that way you can write it off on the hey, tell the government, I already gave it someplace else that you know was going to do something better with it. There you go. That's it.
mm, it's a what other question did I have for you? Okay, I noticed yesterday also, and I noticed that they were talking on the news that the National Guard is has a presence. Now I don't know if they're just exclusively talking North Carolina region or where. Now I thought I might have seen some National Guard flatbeds or something, some beige vehicles lined up in the pasture as I was coming in yesterday. Have you seen a
Yeah, there's
physical presence of it
yes.
there?
Yeah. In fact, in the last couple of days, I have seen the National Guard. Uh, they're basically doing a lot of the heavy work that the construction guys are doing. They got to clean the
Awesome,
stuff up. So
awesome.
they're getting it done for what they can do. But like I said earlier, it's so huge here that we need everybody. We need military. We need civilians. We need everybody who has time. I mean, and it'll be like a bunch of ants. You know how ants, when everybody
Right,
works together, it gets done
right.
quick.
Now, when it comes to like first aid, hospitals, or anything like that, I know they got a fire station that's over there. I understand that the hospital over there in Irwin, I remember, is no longer there. Have you heard any stories of people not being able to get any type of medical care?
Well, that's one thing that I've been really concerned about because I know there's a lot of people in the mountains that people haven't even reached yet, and they don't have any health insurance and they don't have any homeowners insurance and all that kind of stuff. But as far as around here in the valley area where the bar is, where the camp is, there has been uh, we haven't really heard a lot about any health needs of the people. But as far as the people that haven't been reached yet, I'm sure there's some. And I have a nurse coming in from Illinois later this week. So right now, I've got some people reaching out trying to find out if there's anybody who actually has those needs. So that's about all we can do right now.
Good morning, Judy Downs.
Thanks, thanks, Judy.
Um, I hate morning brain syndrome on my first cup of coffee. Food. As I was talking earlier, as we remember, Tabitha was teamed up with a lot of other community individuals that were helping serve the community meals and things of that nature. Now that that is gone um, from that location, have you heard of anything? Has it been moved? Are they continuing to serve? I gotta reach out to her. I gotta reach out to a lot of individuals that I want to be able to get exclusives with. But have you heard anything about the feeding conditions of the thousands
I
of
have,
people that they fed from that location?
well, no, no, it's over.
So how are these people eating? Because as I recall,
I
they really relied on what we were
I know
doing.
there were, and I went and took a shower at the firehouse. That's where we go and shower. And I saw in there are some meals that were boxed and ready. So I assume that they're
Okay,
getting meals through there. But those
okay,
food trucks, see, the meals that were coming out of the garage, the Green Turtle Garage Bar, those were meals that were provided by people who had food trucks, who came from wherever they came from and gave of their time. So if there are people who have food trucks who think, you know what, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to offer my food just like the other folks did, they can do it too, man. But unless somebody's going to do it, this is not going to get done. And we can't expect Dave and Stacy to make food forever. I mean, they're they've lost their business pretty much over this.
And y'all like myself, listen to Steve. I don't listen to too many people, but when your boots on the ground, what can you say about that? What can you say about that? But thank you. Thank you.
Well, thanks for inviting me here, man. Open my eyes, because I'd be sitting in my house right now. We'd be talking about how the Cornhusker football team lost last weekend, and hoping for a better week this week, and getting ready for. I mean, there's a routine that we all get into that hypnotizes us to what's really going on in life, and every now and then we get broken out of that routine and we see something different, and we get a chance to respond. And that's what happened with me. I got broken out that routine. I came down here and saw something, and it just moved my heart so much, gave me a chance to respond. And then I got this epiphany that, hey, I have an organization that could really establish itself here in this time and do a lot to help these people. So hey, I'm just asking people just to break out of that routine. Just one time, one weekend, break the routine and see what happens.
I'm trying to. If it won't let me, I think I got it. Hold on 1 second, if you can bear with me. For all of y'all that don't know what Steve does, if it will right, sometimes technology don't want to act right. But he's a songwriter, he's a producer, um, and he's given so much of his time and what he's doing. I want to try and bring this up if I can. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Mama Mona. So, have you seen Josh today yet? How's he doing? Is
Josh
everybody
is
in good spirits?
Josh is still sleeping. He woke up, but he hadn't slept very much, man. And he was in that river for so long. He was in the river for 5 hours. He was telling me the story of how him and his friend were in the camper, and it was raining, and they saw the river was coming up, but they were sitting in the camper. And then they sat down on the couch, and within 10 minutes, all of a sudden they looked, and the water was halfway up on the door of the camper. They said within 3 minutes he stood up. All of a sudden, the windows bursted in, and he kicked the window out of the kitchen part of the camper and jumped out. He broke both his kneecaps on the air conditioner out there. But he had been in that water for 5 hours before uh, they were rescued, and he's had effects from that, his health wise. Anyway, rashes and breathing issues and all kinds of stuff. So there's
Right.
all kinds of stuff in that water, man. And we don't. These people still don't know the effects of all this, man. Right now, because at first there was the shock. Now, I'm not no therapist or nothing, but I'm just saying, hey, it is what it is. First, there's the shock, like I experienced, and then there's the excitement, that hope that everybody comes in, yay! And then there's the, oh no, everybody's fading out. There they go again. And then now people are in that, I don't know what's going to happen. But I try to encourage him. I say, look, I was at a meeting last night. It was a community meeting, but I thought it was a community meeting, but it ended up being a meeting of people concerned about the mental health issues of people here and trying to get groups. And there's one thing, door knockers. If you are a person who just loves going and knocking on people's doors and checking on them to see how they're doing, of course, we'll have some information that you can give out to those people. But if you've got some time, not just a handout and say, see you later, thank you very much, but you have a heart for that, we need teams of people to do that, just to go up and knock on the door, see how people are doing, and let them know that you really care about you and I have time for you. And there's people, you know as well as I do, that really have that ability that when you meet them, and you just feel like you can tell them anything. So uh, our team has so many parts, and we want as many needs as there are out there. We want to find somebody or a team of people to meet those needs, so we can build back faith in humanity in America and save our nation.
Well, Steve, real quick, if you don't mind, I'm gonna show the Patriots actually what you do. Y'all sit back. I hope you enjoy it. And let me.
There's a cry of freedom sweeping around the world today. And here we have it all, life and liberty. Still we give the dream away. No more can we afford to stand around, set inside our ways. Wake up in the USA. Wake up in the USA. Help others when you can. Respect your fellow man. Can't you see the times are changing? Open up your eyes and see. When priorities are wrong, we've got to stand up strong and rearrange them. It's time that we wake up and see that our freedom was never free. So wake up in the USA.
Hi Ronnie, I'm Steve from Omaha, Nebraska. I've moved to the neighborhood, so you're gonna see me for a while.
Pretending that you don't see. And if you think you're just
Are you hungry? No.
it's too late. We all live here together. From
You
sea
need some?
to shining sea. Now there's a cry of freedom sweeping around the USA. No one can take the sunlight or the breeze. No one can turn our blue skies gray. Now everybody join together with me as I pray. Wake up in the USA. Yeah. Wake up. In the USA. Wake up. You live in the USA.
Well, brother, if nobody's told you, let me tell you. You're one in a million, brother. And I
Thank you,
appreciate you.
brother. I
And I
appreciate
appreciate
you,
everything
Ray.
you're doing down there. Really, really, really. Well, I know you got a long day ahead. Um, What do y'all guys got going on today in the area
Ma-
down over there? And my son wanted to come up there. I told him, I said, well, get you a tent, pitch it up over there in the
No, we
tent
got. He don't need a
tent
tent. We got.
area.
We have a tent for him. If he wants to come down here. We got.
Okay,
Yeah, we got a place set up. But
cool. So
today, Clayton asked me last night. I guess Clayton, people have been letting him down, man. He said, Steve, I need you tomorrow. Don't let me down. So I'm just here today to serve. I'm making myself available. Like I tell people, I don't live here. I have a home in Omaha, Nebraska. So if I had something to do, I'd go do it there. But I'm here for you. I'm here to help. So whatever he needs me to do today, I'm going to do it. And there's the Love Farm. Haven't been there in a couple of days, but there's the Love Farm. I'm trying to get some people here to help save their farm as well. I got to get back out there sometime this afternoon or tomorrow, but and then I got to take some wood up into the mountains sometime this week. So there's so many tasks that need to be done. If you're a guy who has a truck, we'll put some wood in it. Tell you where to go. Put somebody in your truck and they'll go with you so you know where to go. Take some people some wood in the mountains who need some heat for the winter. It's already cold at night anyway, so they're burning it right now. So if you got a truck, come on. You got a chainsaw, come on. You got a camper, donate it. Come on. It's time. Don't make these people wait. Plus, Christmas is coming. These kids, who's going to be Santa Claus? If you looked at that video, I had a clean shaven face. Look at me now. Maybe I'm about to be the Santa Claus in the hills this year. Who knows? But we got to get things done, and we don't have time to wait. Okay? USASuperheroes.org. If you want to help, email me, Steve at USASuperheroes.org. If you have ideas, hey, have you guys thought about this? Steve at USASuperheroes.org. We
I
need
just
you.
sent Mama Mona the link. I believe Mama Mona has something special planned for the folks in Tennessee. She was briefly telling me over the past couple of days that in Branson, Missouri, and those of y'all who aren't aware, I believe this will be the third annual rally in Branson, Missouri. So y'all make sure to keep that on your
Oh, man.
calendar
Look
for
at
the
that.
month of November. Make your way down there and support the cause. I have yet to be able to make my way down there, but with the due diligence of Mr. Steve Spurgeon being in the area, I'm sure we can probably come up with a plan to take some patriotism down there for a couple of days and then make our way back. As
You
long
know
as I
what?
got a
You know,
little
you know
gas
what?
money.
I tell you
Oh,
what.
wait.
Steve,
Tell them about your tires, Steve. Tell them about your tires, man.
Well, first of all, I was about to say about Branson, Missouri, because I've been there the last few years. I really miss not being able to be there this year. However, I've been here since October 4th, and I'm being inducted into the Nebraska Baseball Hall of Fame on November the 17th.
That's right.
So I'm hoping maybe if I can get to Branson, Missouri for at least the 11th, because I plan to spend a week at home with my family. So if I can get to Branson,
Steve,
Missouri,
Steve, I want to cut you off, but I got something very important to tell you.
oh, Mona's talking.
Morning, Mama.
My ears are wide open, Mona.
Well, the convoy of honor has switched gears a little bit. I done talked to the city. I've got our. He told the chamber lady last night after I met at the city council meeting to make sure we get banners that they could take care of that. Anyway, I got this whole city wrapped up in bringing Christmas. Ozark Mountain Christmas is coming to Erwin, Tennessee.
Boom! Oh my goodness! Yes,
Honey,
yes.
we're bringing trees. We're bringing lights. We're bringing Christmas stockings. We're bringing Christmas dinner. We're bringing Santa Claus. We're coming. We
Oh
will be
God
rolling
bless
out.
you.
If you go to the link I sent you in Messenger, it's all over the Convoy of Honor webpage. We got it up and running, where we have put up your link to your USA Superheroes so that folks can begin donating. We have already spoken with 5 of the
Good morning,
main
Jamie.
churches here, and they went to an Oktoberfest at the Faith Lutheran Church, and everybody there is just overwhelmed and excited. We're bringing board games. We're bringing special commemorative ornaments. We're bringing playing cards and score pads. We're bringing beanies. We're bringing love. We're
my
coming.
goodness.
I am there coming to heal the heart. And you're
Amen.
taking care of the needs. I know that. But honey, we're coming to bring love,
Yeah.
God, and spirit of hope to Irwin, Tennessee. And I need your help.
So, how can I help you?
I need you to get in contact with the Irwin High School.
Okay.
I understand they are feeding 2,200 people there.
Okay. I'll get a hold of the right people to make sure that convoy comes to the right place to get to the kids that need Christmas here in the mountains.
We're doing it for all God's children, and I don't care from birth to death. I mean, we're doing it for everybody.
Amen.
We're going to come. We've already got one. Bruce Levens has offered his semi and his 53-foot box truck. We're needing a reefer truck. We're also may need another box truck because this town, the mayor, all the city councils are behind this idea of bringing Ozark Mountain Christmas to our mountain kin in Tennessee.
I got a semi from Omaha that's going to be running stuff from Omaha here, and I'm sure I can get him to come and fill his semi up with stuff there and be a part of that convoy coming to the East Tennessee.
We're going to be at the state park, Table Rock State Park Pavilion, where we were last year. And we're going to be there for the full 4 days. We're going to be collecting supplies from the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Someone has to give up some of the activities that are planned in order to stay with the truck and collect supplies. We've already had promised 1 4-foot pre-lit tree. We're asking for pre-lit Christmas trees. We're asking for strings of lights. I want to bring the cotton to go on the floor. We'd like to turn the gymnasium of that high school into the most magnificent winter wonderland or the cafeteria. And outside, we want to light it up so in all that darkness, it can be seen from space.
Okay? I'll be in contact with those people by the end of the day, and by the end of the day tomorrow, I will have something to tell you.
Okay, and all the information is on the convoy link that I sent.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And what is
we got it going.
Convoy of Honor? I got it.
It's going on the front page of the paper. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. It'll be on the front page of the paper. And I've got somebody working on a possible a quarter sheet flyer so that during Veterans Week, I can pass those little quarter sheet flyers out to everybody. Next week, I hope to get on KY3 about it. And then we're going to get to speak with the radio stations here. The gift is in the giving. When you understand that premise, that the gift is in the giving, and we know that we can give love, you know how the convoy is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh
Honey, I can hug me some people, man.
yeah.
I can hug me some people.
we need you up here, Mona. We need you up here for
I
sure.
wasn't going to be able to come because my braces hadn't come in for my legs. But guess what? I picked them up on the 30th.
Oh.
I'm going to have my braces.
Wow.
Amen.
Wow.
Ray, what do you think?
I can't wait to see you.
You coming?
To
He's
Branson?
here.
No. You
Oh,
coming?
I'm here.
You going to
I'm here.
meet us when we get Christmas there?
I'm 10 minutes away from you.
Baby, I knew you'd be there. Okay.
Hey,
And-
Mona. I'm
Yeah.
gonna come to Branson on the 11th. So set something up. I'll come there and be a part of something on the 11th. And
All right.
because
Well,
I'll
we
be
got
home
the
for that week.
parade. You got to be there in time for the parade. We get to
Okay.
put 4 semis, a pickup truck, and both Soup Mama and Stitch as leading and following. You know, like the lead and follow leaky cars.
Well,
And we go last.
I want to come out there and help promote this Christmas for these kids and families up here in the mountains. And
That's
so
gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome.
gonna be, yeah.
But
Yeehaw.
You was just saying how their spirits are, okay? And that they needed a shot of cheer and joy and a little happiness. We're hoping to get some of you volunteers to help do the decorating.
Mm,
Won't that be fun?
that would be so. Hey, people are ready. That will bring so much hope and love to this place that it will bring back faith in humanity.
Amen.
You know,
Amen,
hey,
brother.
for
This
for
ain't
one-
me. This
for
is
one-
the God in me, you
For
know?
Amen.
for one weekend, I would like Neyland Stadium can fill 105,000 people. I want Tennesseans to take half that and just take a weekend and come up there and see the difference that you'll make no matter what you're doing. Because if we can get 50,000 people in that area for the weekend with your boots and your gloves and your jeans
And your
and help-
respirators and
Yeah,
your mask. And your respirators
mask.
Yeah.
and your PPE, do not go muck out nothing unless you are wearing good respirator masks
Hey, you
and
know what? That's one thing we do need more of.
PPE.
PPE. Yes, absolutely. Because those houses are filled with mold. But we don't want, I mean, if you're a professional or you're a guy like me who loves getting your hands dirty, some of these things that we're doing here, going into some of these houses that have mud and mold all in them, there are definite health issues to be considered. Okay. So if that's not you, that's okay. That's okay. You can do, there's too much to do. But if we need some cowboys. We need some cowboys. I always wanted to be a cowboy, you know, when I was a kid. All of us did. We need some cowboys. We need some soldiers. We need some boots on the ground men and women who say, hey, I'm here to give you some blood, give you some sweat. And you always know how good that feels after a good workout. So come on, guys. Answer the call.
I'm
What
gonna
what
tell
I
you.
don't want to see is the energy level
Go
disappear.
down. Yes.
And
Well, that's why I want to bring it in. We hope to arrive on November the 16th.
Mm.
When we plan to arrive.
Well, I won't be here that day, but I'll be back on the 18th.
okay,
And we
okay.
want to try to give those people that's been doing all that cooking
Mm-hmm.
a rest, because we want to fix a real Ozark Mountain Christmas dinner with all the treatments.
Okay. Well, I'll get it set up for you, Mona.
I need to know numbers.
I just
Okay.
I met all the people at that meeting I went to last night. The lead pastors in the community, one of the state representatives. I met all the right people last night to make that happen.
Thank you. I
There
knew
you
that
go.
if I could get on here. I could tell you this and it would make you so happy.
Oh
So,
yeah.
by the way, I have a song, okay? And this
Mm-hmm.
song is for Steve. Ray, may I play it, please?
Yes, you may.
Right.
Yes. Where's it at?
Just a minute.
Oh.
I'm bringing it up.
My coffee. Where's my coffee cup? Oh, my coffee's gone.
Dang it.
Oh,
Are you sending it to me? Or are you bringing it up on?
I'm trying to. I think I'm bringing it up on my screen.
there it is.
Oh, yeah. Everything you have is gone. No home, no car, no food to hold on. The storm took it all, swept it away. But something brighter shines today. It's the miracle and the disaster of the strangers. Thing is broken and they bring you all love with you.
Mama Mona, what song is that?
Giving hands to carry, they lift you out of despair.
My song. I wrote this.
Kindness
Wow.
find you and lead you home. Oh yeah. If you could see the blessings unfold in faces of strangers, they weren't so bold. They never met you, but they know your pain. With arms wide open, they shelter you from the rain. It's the miracle and the disaster of the strangers who come when everything is broken and they bring you all the love with open hearts. When you lost it all, love that's given hands to care. They lift you out of despair. In the darkest times, you're not alone. Kindness finds you and it leads you home. When they tremble, they fall apart. But the strength of love will mend the heart. From ashes, from ruins, new hope will arise. In the eyes of strangers, there's a bright sunrise. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you could only see the gifts they give, the way they help you learn to live. In their kindness, you'll find your way. Through the storm, you'll be okay. It's the miracle and the disaster of the strangers who come when everything is broken and they bring you all love with open hearts. When you lost it all, love that's given hands to care. They lift you out of despair. In the darkest times, you're not alone. Kindness finds you and it leads you home. In the darkest times, you're not alone. Kindness finds you and it leads you home. Oh yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
I didn't know you could sing like that.
I can't. No, honey. I wrote
I,
the
She
word.
wrote it.
I know.
I
I'm
wrote it.
playing with her, but that's a good
But I'm gonna
song,
tell
Mona.
you. I'm gonna tell you what, baby. I sent it to you. You've got
Hey,
it somewhere. Ray's got it somewhere. Play it for all those people. I wrote that in honor of people like you and people like those who are out
thank
there
you,
doing it.
thank
Okay.
you,
I wrote it
thank you.
for them. That's my gift. And I would love it if you would play it
I
for
will.
those people so they know
Send it to me. So they
You
know
have
who's.
it. You have it. I've already sent it to you.
But when did you send it? Recently or before?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
just send it again for me if you would, please. I'll look back through there, but I just want to be sure I haven't been really looking at the
And
messages
I'm
too
gonna look
much
back
since
through
I've been
mine
down
too.
here.
I'm only on my first
And
cup
by
of
the
coffee.
way, all I did yesterday, my entire YouTube live is nothing but my album of songs.
Wow.
One right after another, and I open up that YouTube with the Miracle of a Disaster.
Wow. Good morning, Jane O'Malley. Good morning, Blaine Hughes. Good morning, Stephanie
So
Olson Fagans.
if you want it, you can find it. It's right there on my YouTube.
Good morning,
Okay.
Rose Waggy.
Okay.
Good
That's
morning,
easy.
Patricia Weathers.
So, guys, I just wanted you to know. I wanted to come on. I seen Steve was up here. I was like, there's my chance to tell him in person about Ozark Mountain Christmas comes to Erwin, Tennessee.
Awesome. And we look forward to it. I mean,
All right. I'll get you somebody to talk to by the end of the day. I'll make something happen here too.
You got my phone number.
I do.
hey, put them new tires to use.
Look, hey, let me tell you my tire story real quick. Okay, I had a blowout on the way here, and so I was on a spare, and my tires are almost bald anyway. And I saw a truck out at the river that had brand new tires on it, and it was turned upside down. So I asked around about the tires, and everyone I talked to said that I could have those tires, and they would be glad for me to have it because of the work I was doing here. Well, I went down on the property. There was a man on the property at the time, and I asked him, and he said that the property didn't belong to him. It belonged to a friend of his, and the truck was a truck that blew in, that floated in from down the river, and he didn't know anything about it, and for sure take those tires. So one of the locals here, a guy named TA, he comes down with me, and we start to take the tires off, and that very guy shows up, and he says, "Hey, wait a minute. Those tires are claimed." I'm like, "What? You're the one who told me that they weren't claimed." But to make a long story short on that, I didn't get the tires. And as I was leaving, one of the people from across the street came over and congratulated me for getting tires because the truck belonged to their neighbor who had been using the truck for storage for a long, long time. The car had been just sitting there, and she never drove it. So they thought I was getting the tires. And so I came to the conclusion that that man was trying to run a scam on me. So I was saying to myself, I'm getting those tires anyway. Lord, those tires are for me. I can't let the devil keep them from me, right? And all of a sudden, I felt like God said, "Hey, even if that's the case, do you think that's the only way I can get you some tires?" I said, "No, probably not." And then, so he told me, "Don't look at them anymore." When I drove by, and I didn't look at them for like 2 days. The next day, I get a phone call from a lady I'd met earlier who told me, who I told about needing some tires, and she told me to call the co-op, and she had called down there for me. She thinks they had some used tires, and she wanted to know the price that she paid for them. So I called the co-op the next day, and I told the guy at the manager, I said, "Look, this is a lady who wants to buy me some tires, and I'm down here helping, doing the thing here. But the thing is, she don't have any money to buy me any tires. She shouldn't have to buy me tires." I said, "I have a 501c3 organization that's down here working." I said, "Would you consider giving me a brand new set of tires for my nonprofit, using the nonprofit status?" And lo and behold, they gave me a brand new set of tires all the way around my car.
Amen.
Brand spanking new. And they changed my oil yesterday for me. And God said, "See, I told you, if you think." So I got not a brand new set of tires that was turned upside down, never driven on, but I got a real brand new set of tires yesterday. So yeah, God is good. He does provide. He does provide. I'm telling you.
Steve,
Anyway, yeah.
the second song on my album is I'm on a journey. I got a feeling you're going to really relate to that one.
Well, I can't wait to hear it, Mona.
You know what's crazy? No matter how old we get and all the experiences we go through, I'm starting to realize we never really know what our calling is in life. How many things have we been through as adults in life and we thought it was our calling? Yeah, this is what God called us to do. Yeah, I'm where He wants me to be. How many times have that happened? And then you get put in a situation where you really sit back and say, out of everything I went through, was all that just preparation for now? Because me personally, after what I've witnessed and seen and is trying to do to help the situation, I don't think I've ever come across anything in my life as important as this. Lives at stake, lives that depend on you. It's different. It's a different feeling. Um, it's not a weight of responsibility, but more a weight of doing the right thing. And I think everything I've been through, even military, has prepared me in one way or another, um, for these days in this situation. I don't know about Steve. Maybe he's done things that just, you know.
I have just learned that tomorrow's not promised to you, and whatever your calling is to be Christ in the moment to people. That means loving people sacrificially with the gifts and talents that God has given you. So, how can you use these gifts and talents in this moment that you're in to help somebody see Christ in you and experience Christ's love or Christ's comfort or Christ whatever they need at the moment? Because if it's really about me, I ain't got no time for these people. I ain't got time for nobody but myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't mean that. It, I do mean that. Because if Christ is not living in me and that Holy Spirit isn't controlling me, I'm going to be like everybody else, pursuing my own selfish desires, man. And I've been there. And so it just when you're doing something, when you have purpose, you're making a difference. I mean, that's when you feel fulfilled. And whatever that is, if that's your calling, whatever it is, it's a whole lot better than whatever it was. So
Hey, Steve, I had somebody just make an interesting comment. Has anyone reached out to the Amish community or the Mennonites community?
I can see that. Uh, I heard something about in this
One and
meeting
done.
in the meeting last night. They mentioned that, but there was a bridge that needed to be rebuilt, and they were told it was going to take about a month.
Right.
But the Amish people, they said, forget that, and they got it built themselves. So the Amish people, there are people who have reached out to the Amish community, the Amish people, and of course they are proud people like many people. So if they don't need your help, they're not going to ask for it, especially since the bridge, the actual lifeline in and out of the community, they were told that it would take a month and they got something done in a week or two. They're probably not going to ask people for help unless it's life or death.
Wow.
But I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Who's here to help but the people? And if they're the best workers, the best carers, why are you going to reach outside the community? But people have been reaching out, and they just know that people love and care about them too. That's what's most important.
Steve,
Yeah.
guys, I found the other song and got it up to play. You want to hear it?
I got to get ready to go to work. I'm sorry. I've
Yeah,
been on this
Steve.
for about an hour, and Clayton's up right now, and we really got to get going. No, I don't mean to. I'd love to hear it, but I really take it. We're going too long on this one today,
Mona,
Ray.
send it to me, and
And
I'll
send
play
it to me,
it.
and I'll go on the YouTube channel.
Let's
But
go on the YouTube channel.
yes,
And on
ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, just go on the YouTube channel, and I believe it's the first one's The Miracle of Disaster, and the second one is I'm on a Journey.
Well,
Okay.
let's get after some. Let's change some lives, man. That's what today's all about. That's what it's all about.
Just
That's
keep
what
in
we'll
mind,
do.
Christmas is coming.
All right. Well, I'll get you some people to talk to here by the end of the day. That's my goal, Mona.
Okay, Steve. I
Okay.
appreciate
All
your
right.
time this morning, bro.
All
You
right.
be safe
Well,
out
you.
there, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Take care.
Tell everybody hello.
Yes, sir. Bye, Mona.
Bye bye, dear.
Yeah, I appreciate Steve. It's not the greatest thing in the morning getting up out of a tent or out of your truck and trying to stretch them old jointy bones, and first thing you want to do is get on a podcast.
Honey,
So I
I
appreciate it.
remember having to climb out of that truck every morning. Yeah, I remember those times. I lived in the back of my pickup truck for 2 years, so yeah, I'm
Mama
too old
Mona,
to climb in and out of that truck anymore.
that's dedication though, Mama Mona. You made it happen. You come hella high water. You you make it happen. And you have a wonderful support group that loves you and cares about you. And I love seeing the way that they come and rally around you. When you put the call out, that's a great level of appreciation and respect that they have for
I'm
you.
just a mouthpiece, okay? All right. When you listen to my song, I'm on a Journey, it explains everything.
Hmm.
It really does. I don't, like I tell people, it's not me. And I told them that at the city council meeting last night. I said, it's not me, it's the God in me that's doing this. And I know that the God in you is going to help you help me,
Right.
kind of thing. All right. I
So
just had,
how have you
I
been?
just listened to the voices in my head.
You listen to the voices in your head.
I listened because I believe that God speaks to me through my thoughts. And if I pay attention to the thoughts that pop in my head
Uh-huh.
and I act on them, it's usually the right direction.
Yeah.
When he said, I'm on a journey, you can write a song, it took me 5 minutes, maybe 10 at the maximum, to write the words to the song, I'm on a Journey. That's not me. That's
Right.
got to be the God in me doing that. When he said, take Christmas to Irwin, well, that thought popped in my head. I don't know where it came from, so therefore I acted on it. That's the way he communicates. With me anyway. When
Yeah.
you don't do any of the driving, when you totally 100% believe that everything happens for a reason and every footstep is a guided one, then life becomes very happy, because
Right.
you're looking for that next door, that next window to open that you're supposed to walk through, whether it be the thought of Ozark Mountain Christmas to Tennessee.
Right.
Okay. I just, it was a thought. And therefore, if all of my thoughts are truly controlled by the God within me, then that's got to be the right thought. And I'm supposed to act on those thoughts.
Right.
That's all. And this one's a good one. Oh, Ray. The city, you can go back on Branson City Board of Aldermen meeting on YouTube and watch
Right.
my presentation to the city and all the board members' reactions. There wasn't many people there last night, but everybody was excited about it. I got the guy that heads up the Veterans Parade was there last night, and he's going to make sure that our 913 knows this is happening. He says, you may need more trucks, Mona. I says, I don't care. I just want to see this wonderful convoy pull into the Irwin High School and begin to unload a magical wonderland and bring with it all the love that Branson can muster.
I am typing as you're talking.
Okay.
I wasn't. Well, you showed up on the scene. I wasn't going to.
Yes, Denise, you're absolutely right.
What Mama D say?
Huh? She said that, Mona, we all have a God-given gift, and we have to do, all we have to do is follow his direction. Ray, can I play this song
What
for
song
the
is it?
chat? Huh?
Yeah, you sure can.
All right, here we go.
Let me mute myself.
I'm not letting me make a mistake, for I know he in the heart.
That ain't it. Where'd it go? That ain't it.
When I was growing
It's
up,
back here.
it was cool. I'm not letting me make the glory of the swatter, but
Here it comes. I found it.
I'm just a passenger on this journey we call life. Never look in the rear view mirror. I have no control of what's in the rear. Sitting in the backseat knowing every turn will be just right. For I am living in the glory of his guiding light. I will always be right where I am and always be right on time. I choose to let my maker drive the navigator as long as I am alive. I'm just a passenger on this journey we call life. He knows where he wants me on this blessed journey called. My journey unfolds with each step I take, knowing he will not let me make a mistake. For I know he lives inside of me, so you will love the God in me. I will always be right where I am and always be right on time. I choose to let my maker drive the navigator as long as I am alive. I'm just a passenger on this journey we call life. He knows where he wants me on this blessed journey called. Journey unfolds with each step I take, knowing he will not let me make a mistake. For I know he lives inside of me, so you will love the God in me. I'm just a passenger on this journey we call life. He knows where he wants me on this blessed journey called life. To let my maker drive the navigator as long as I am alive. I'm just a passenger on this journey we call life. Journey we call life. Journey we call life.
Okay, can't hear it no more.
Nope, it's off.
It's off.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
It's trying to start again. Just
Oh
a
no.
second.
Everything you have.
There it is.
Well,
Okay.
I had no intentions on having Mama Mona on the show. I love it when the family just pops in. It's great. Um, but before I end it, I did have some other stuff I wanted to talk about. Mama Mona, you are more than welcome to stick around if you like. Um, but it goes to seriousness of the matter and what we're dealing with today. We have to understand where we are today and how we got to this moment. And one of the most important things I want people to understand uh, from what I'm about to show you is that sometimes things below the surface is totally different than what you see on top of the surface. I'm going to get ready to show you something that struck me really, really odd. Um, the Democrats, for how many years now, have been saying Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Donald Trump is trying to do this. Donald Trump is trying to do that. Donald Trump is just an evil man. Well, let me take you back just a few short days ago on how this man, this evil person, this threat to democracy was embraced and treated by Democrats. Let me show you.
Thank you, everybody. Well, thank you very much. It's an honor. They told me under no circumstances are you allowed to use a teleprompter. And I got up here and I see there's this beautiful teleprompter. So here I am. But it is a tremendous thing. It's a tremendous dinner. I've come here with my father. So it was 3 times, but it was also many times before that, a long time ago. And it's a very special dinner. And you've done a fantastic job, Cardinal. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I'd like to thank Your Eminence very much, and members of the clergy, so many people I know. Speaker of the House Johnson, what a job you're doing. He's done a great job. Senator Schumer, good. Yeah, I supported him. I don't know. He used to say that's true, and now I'm not sure he would, but I gave him his first check from an office in Beach Haven, and I was very proud of it. I don't know about lately. Now I was. It was his first check. He was running, and I said, he's a good man. Senator Gillibrand, thank you very much. Thank you very much for working hard. Governor Hochul, wherever you may be up, this is a big day, right? Where is the governor?
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident in the last year?
Let me,
Yep.
I'm not going to bore you with the minor details because it's about 35 minutes long. If I'm not going to show you the whole thing, I'm not going to go any further. But I just wanted to let you have a glimpse into how a man that they label a threat to democracy and everything under the sun is really treated when people think everything is okay. Donald Trump was never a threat to democracy. Never. Donald Trump became a threat to democracy the moment he beat Hillary Clinton in the election. That's when Donald Trump became a threat to democracy. And ever since this man has become a threat to democracy, this is what they've been trying to do to him the whole time since he's been there. Let me go ahead and get this clip going. And yeah.
This is a guy who also wants to replace every civil servant, every single one. Thinks he has a right under the Supreme Court ruling on immunity to be able, if need be, if it was the case, to actually physically eliminate, shoot, kill someone who he believes to be a threat to him. I mean, so I know this sounds bizarre. It sounds like if I said this 5 years ago, you'd lock me up. We gotta lock him up. Politically lock him up.
They're still on that lock him up shit. They're still on that lock him up shit. Really?
Ray, yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, may have been the day before. My days run together these days, but I saw Donald Trump standing in the mud there in North Carolina. Okay. Mm-hmm. I saw that man stand there with no teleprompter, with nothing but love in his heart, nothing but honest caring, knowing that if he were in the White House, it wouldn't be like this. There would be boots on the ground, a whole lot of them.
Right.
Okay. And equipment, because he would do his job. Okay.
That's right.
And, we got to get him to the podium on the 20th. Okay. So that he can make things happen for these poor people that hit by Helene and Melton and God only knows what else. The fires in Wyoming, the flooding in Roswell. Okay, the chemical fires and those sort of things. None of that's being addressed by this administration. Not at all. And that's the one thing that the president is supposed to do, is protect his people while we are feeding, housing, clothing, giving medical care to people who've never paid in a single dime in tax dollars. And we don't have the money to get people. How about moving those FEMA houses that's sitting, and those travel trailers that FEMA is leasing land for them to just sit there and their tires rot off of them? Why aren't they being delivered? Those are questions I want to ask. Okay. That whole airfield, I believe it's in Kentucky, is just completely covered with FEMA trailers. Why?
I gotta look into that.
Why aren't those being delivered? That's a question. Then there's, the military has the ability to set up cold weather shelters in an instant that'll sleep an entire platoon. Why aren't they there? Those questions all need to be asked. The question then arises is, what's in the mud? What is the toxic chemical exposures you might find in that mud in your house? Do you realize that was a plant that produces PVC pipe that had gallons upon gallons, thousands of gallons of vinyl chloride in storage, and it went down the river? These things are questions to also ask. When you are going out there, when I kept saying PPE, it's because the selenium mines flooded and powdered selenium came out of that mine and flowed down that river everywhere.
Right.
And selenium is highly toxic.
Well, we're going to have a special show dedicated to that, because I'm just taking notes on it right now. But
yes,
for time's sake, wow, health. Let me see, health can. Okay, I haven't even thought about that. No one's actually. You're the first one to bring that to my attention. So, yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, you need to dive into that, Patriot, because some of the plants that was there that literally are no longer there. They're. I looked back, there are There are blue tanks. If you go back on Google Earth, those are blue tanks of chemicals used to make plastic and PVC pipe. And the blue barrels have toppled over or thrown everywhere. One of the white towers barrels, one of the white tanks, is down. Whether it's leaking, whether it leaked or not, is left to be seen. But when you start dealing with a plastics plant and a river of water, nothing good can come from that.
Right. Well, we're gonna dive back into that on another show. But like I said, for time's sake, I want to thank Mama Mona for stopping by.
Honey, I
For
gotta
her,
go. I got an appointment here in just about 9 minutes, so
well,
I
you
gotta
take
go.
care of yourself. Also, I want to thank again Steve Spurgeon, who is out there on location working hard. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's special morning breakfast here in the Patriots Lab. It's always a pleasure when I can get Patriots from different spectrums of the country, so we can get a different perspective on what things are like in different geographical locations. But in the meantime, in between time, until next time, if you ain't following me, follow your boy over on TikTok. We are making waves. We are transforming what it used to be. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, come on over there and follow me and enjoy how we rearrange the structure of TikTok. So, God bless everybody out there. God bless these United States of America. And God bless the great state of Tennessee. I am out.